Yo, 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 what's going on, my people? It's your girl, Vada Creator, coming back with another one. So I'm a little behind schedule because of my I don't know what's up with it. I feel like they purposely trying to sabotage my I guess service with this particular company because they want me to upgrade to something to pay for. No, I'm not doing that. So anyway, so let me so I wanted to come today and talk about the Nolan Wells case. I might replay something that I was just listening to. You think I should? Yeah, okay. I'm about to replay something that I was listening to because it has the facts cut out, razor sharp, no way to avoid it. And anything that I have to provide to add to that, then I will stop and add to that. But I think that's what I'm gonna do. So let me switch it back to what I was listening to. I don't deserve this. Oh, and all this is a generation. Talking to your answer service. That's my song. But anyway, thank you for everybody who's pulling up and coming here to check it out with me. And I'm gonna play something first, and then I'm gonna anything I have to add, I'm gonna stop it and add it, and then just continue to play that, and then I'm gonna leave it just like that. Um, oh, since I'm on my phone, let me make sure everything is off so nobody be bothering me. Okay. I love you. Hope you get this message. I don't deserve this. Talking to your answering service. Now, what did I have it on? I need you. All right. So I'm gonna go back and start this over so that I'm gonna put out. It's gonna show you all the facts about the case, and then I'm gonna tell you what I picked up about it, what the ancestors had to say about it. But when I'm playing this first part, this is all the facts, cut and dry, by former judge, and he's just laying it out there the way we all could understand. So that's what I'm doing. And any clips or anything that I might be using do not belong to me. They are the creators, and I'm using this in fair use. I'm just gonna say that. Okay. So now. Ooh, wait a minute. He hit him with the old head thing. He's like, I might have been born that night, but I was not born last night. Remember that? Remember your mama, your grandma say that shit? Yes, he said all that. Okay. So I'm about to play it now, and anything I gotta add, I'm just gonna stop it in the middle of it. I hope y'all can hear this. I hope I ain't like my little stuff I got on. It's not. Let me make sure it's a little bit up more, just in case. I don't want it to end. All right. Let me do this.
I'm more the role,
Okay.
the black role, and I presided over these trials or preliminary hearings.
Can you hear that? Whoever in there, can you hear that?
Let's get started.
Okay.
So what do we know? We know after watching the parents' interview and reviewing tons of footage from social media, recounting interviews, the statements of alleged witnesses that were on Horn Island, we know that Nolan Wells went to spend the night on July the 3rd with his so-called friends.
Mm-hmm.
And he went with those so-called friends to
hold up. Yeah, with friends like that, who needs enemies?
Horn Island on a boat on July the 4th. We know that out of the 4 people on that boat, 1 did not return home. That 1 person was Nolan Wells.
The only black child.
The other 3 returned home as normal. And said nothing to any member of law enforcement or to the Coast Guard until at least 11 p.m. at night on July the 4th. We know that at least one of the so-called friends was found with the phone of Nolan Wells. And we know this based on the testimony of the parents, specifically the mother, who tracked the phone and was laid to the home of.
Hold up. I'm a rewind it just like 10 seconds back, but yes, the mom tracked the phone because she had on there the 360 app. For parents that don't know about that, I think it's called Life 360. Look it up. Put that on your kid's phone in case anything happens, any type of emergency, and you can be able to track them down through their phone. Okay? Because this is the reason why they have that phone.
One of the young men where she retrieved the phone. We also know that based on the mother's testimony that Snapchat, there were no Snapchats from the day, which was very odd for her son. We also know that text messages were deleted. We know that.
Hold up. Let me say something about that. So yes, all the Snapchats was bare, and he the type of kid that be Snapchatting all day long, posting and doing this and doing that all day long, especially if he went in a party atmosphere. And they call themselves deleting the text, but as long as somebody, hopefully somebody else is advising Benjamin Crump, because he always the first one putting his head in the middle of it, but I feel like he's money motivated. I don't feel like he is as up to par as he should be as a lawyer. So let's hope somebody is advising him, because it's this thing called digital forensics. So anything that is electronic or works with anything that's electronic, you can go into those computers to find out the information that other people might have deleted. If they secure what they need for the phone records, it ain't nothing nobody else can do, because it's going to have those deleted messages. The kids is only kids, so they think once they deleted them themselves, or even if they try to do something else that would cause it to be deleted, it still was a record of this shit. And at the when it comes to the phone company, they already have the original records of that. So if they try to act funny, the actual parents can do that shit themselves and say they would like a detailed copy of their son's phone interactions or phone activity. So they don't even need to say what it's for, because he might still be on his family's family plan. They have control on whether they could get that stuff. So hopefully somebody advises them this. Hopefully somebody is advising Ben Crump, because I don't think he is up to par enough to even say that shit. To even tell them to do that. I really think he is not as up to par as everybody think he is, and he stick his big ass head in there to get money. No offense. At least somebody trying to speak up, but I don't like that it's him, because I don't feel like he is up to par. Like, from my perception, him as a lawyer, he seemed like he like, as far as 10 being the most up to par, he seemed like a 4. He seemed like a fucking 4. Tops. A 4 at tops, at best. Like, but hey, long as he got some other lawyers advising him, then they should be okay. But yeah, the parents themselves could go get a detailed copy of his phone activity from when they paid the bill last to now. They could get it back further than that if they wanted to. If they wanted to. But I'm just saying. Then if his car Matter of fact, I still would also say get some digital vehicle forensic done too. DBF, I think it's called. Get some digital vehicle forensics to make sure that your son, everywhere your son last was before July 3rd. Because they might have used his car to do some dirty shit. I don't know what that means, but they might have. And they said that they know they found the phone at somebody else's house, and I feel like they found the phone at the where the phone was found and where the car was found was the same place, I believe. I could be wrong, but I think that's not wrong. I think both of those things was in the same place. But I'm not sure what I'm trying to think of what the parents had said. Is that right? No. So one person had his phone and one person had his car. Who was the person trying to lie and say they didn't know where it was? Was that the phone or was that the keys to the car? That was the phone. Okay. And then one of Nolan's friends, some girl was saying, yeah, Mike. So one of these people name is Mike. One of these people that's trying to be deceptive name is Mike. And he was trying to say, and the girl said, yeah, Mike said he had it right in his room. They said it was in Mike's room on, let's say, behind the TV or behind it somewhere. So when they went back upstairs, now all of a sudden he found the shit. So just putting that in there. Add my little 2 cents. Let me finish.
That when she was tracking the phone, like 360 said the phone was one place, and Snapchat said it was another place. We know that the boy that had the phone did not voluntarily turn it over to Powell first. He had to be found through their own investigation.
Is that true? Then when she checked the Life 360, that the phone said it was in one place and it was in another place? No. No, that part is a little bit off. He didn't hear that right. Now, what it said, because I was watching all the parents' interviews. So what happened was she checked Life 360, the app that I'm telling all the parents to get so they can always know where their kids are in case of emergency like this. But when she checked Life 360, it was at somebody's house. I think it was right when she went to go get the phone at. That might have been Mike's house, whoever the fuck Mike is. But anyway, it was right where she said it was. It's just that she thought her son was there, so she was not worried when she found out that Life 360 said that it was at a friend's house. She just assumed that they're home, they're back, and he just didn't call like that. But in a few hours, she wasn't going to feel that secure that he's home.
We know that based on witnesses' account, the so-called friends were seen on July the 5th, that Sunday, having breakfast together like nothing had happened. They were not out there searching for their so-called friend. We know that the so-called friends deleted their social media, deactivated their accounts, and scrubbed it clean if the allegations are correct. We know that the young man or the young man that had the car at his house did not willingly turn over the keys. At first, he said that he did not have the keys. He didn't know where they were. And he, after being pressed by the father, he finally turned over the keys. This is all very suspicious activity.
Hold up, let me say something. I don't. I still am kind of conflicted about which one I'm talking about. If it was the phone or the keys, because it reminds me of the story that I'm talking about. But what happened is it wasn't just Nolan's parents that pulled up to wherever they was going. It was Nolan's friends and parents. So where they went, right? So one of Nolan's friends, I don't know if it was the black friend that was his best friend, but one of Nolan's friends was with the parents. At least one of Nolan's friends were with the parents. And when the boy started saying he don't know where it is, it could have been the car keys, but it was either the car keys or the phone. And he was saying he don't know where it is. When he said that, um, the friend, Nolan's friend, called somebody else. Cause see, kids be talking all the time and that's be going. So he called the girl that he already had a whole conversation with somebody that was there or something, or affiliated with the people that was there or something. So she was like, Mike said that his whatever, I don't know if it was the phone or the keys, is behind the TV or on top of the TV or on top of the dresser in Mike's room or something. And that's what made them. They was gonna go Brody their way up. That's an old school saying. They was gonna go bully their way up in that house to go get his keys or his phone, whichever one it was. And then once the girl said it, now all of a sudden you done found the damn phone or the keys. I just wish I could remember which one it was.
We know that based on an audio recording and some video that Nolan Wells can be heard saying, "Give me my freaking keys." Excuse me, "Give me my freaking phone." And there's been two different versions. Some say he said, "Give me my freaking phone," or some say he said, "Give me my MF phone." Regardless, he was asking or demanding his phone. Someone had.
Yeah, I didn't hear um the give me my freaking phone or whatever. It was effing phone. And they said something like, "What is wrong with you?" or something like that, or something like that. So they took his phone. Not that, and that could have been part of what happened. But I'm gonna tell you all the rest of my theory when all is said and done.
His phone, who did not have permission to have his phone.
Right.
So the first thing I see, the simplest thing I see is who had his phone and why, and was that theft of the phone?
Yes, it was.
Sometimes we look at the largest case, we try to get to murder, but the person that took his phone committed a crime right there. There are witnesses to who took that phone. If an affidavit is signed, an arrest warrant could be signed by a judge in Mississippi to go after that person that had that phone unlawfully. We know, based on his own words, Nolan Wells' words while he was alive, he did not give whoever had that phone permission to have that phone. So was that theft? I think if an affidavit is signed, if it was presented to me when I was a judge, I would have signed an arrest warrant for the person for theft of that phone, based on what I've heard. It'd have to be an affidavit format, but if it was presented to me, an affidavit format from law enforcement, I would sign the arrest warrant for at least at this point, theft of the man's phone. We know who had it. We know who they reported to the family. The family had to go find it, and we know that Nolan Wells said, "Give it back to him," and never did it. It was not given back to him.
Yes. Okay. Dang, I wanted to say something about that, but I think I forgot. Oh, yeah. Like how they said they're looking for the big charge. No, for now, get the little charge and put that motherfucker in jail who had the phone. Get the little charge, put him in jail for theft, and because if the phone is worth $2,000 or more, that's already more than something small claims. So he really could be arrested. So anyway, so get the little charge, put him behind bars, and then shake him down and make him snitch on his friends, or make him snitch on himself and his friends. All right, so let me finish. Let's continue.
Why was that? All of the other things I've stated, you piece it together. Is there enough right now for arrest warrants for murder? That is a good question. I do know at this point there should have been search warrants signed by a judge.
Yes.
Evidence should have been presented to a judge by now. We are nearly 7 days after July the 4th, when he was first reported missing. There should have been evidence submitted by Jackson County law enforcement agents, the Sheriff's Department specifically, presented to a judge so that search warrants could be signed by the judge, and there needs to be, or should have been, someone questioning the young men, the three so-called friends, and others, and the social media accounts need to be searched by now, or at least a search warrant should have been issued for the appropriate entities to give the law enforcement access to the social media information. That should have been done by now. I'm not telling you what I imagine. I'm telling you
what I know. Right, he a judge.
When you're trying to do a thorough investigation.
Mm-hmm.
And based on what's revealed from a thorough investigation, I do believe once the evidence is secured, it's going to lead, and it should lead to the arrest of one or more individuals for the murder of Nolan Wells. All of the actions are very suspicious, and right now they lead one to believe that one or more persons could have been involved with the death of Nolan Wells. Right now, we have a lot of unsworn testimony, but once that is put into affidavit format and there is corroborating evidence through social media, computers, or otherwise, I believe that at that point, there will be enough evidence for a judge to sign an arrest warrant. I think critical evidence is one to believe that
I went back because I wanted to listen.
One or more persons could have been involved with the death of Nolan Wells. Right now, we have a lot of unsworn testimony, but once that is put into affidavit format and there is corroborating evidence through social media, computers, or otherwise, I believe that at that point, there will be enough evidence for a judge to sign an arrest warrant. I think critical evidence that's missing right now are the results of the autopsy, the state's autopsy, and the independent autopsy. That's going to be critical information. And that alone, or that in connection with what's already known, may be enough to lead to an arrest or arrest.
What else?
We do know at this point, low-hanging fruit. There should be an investigation about the underage drinking, who provided alcohol. Those individuals could be immediately arrested based on if there was any sworn testimony presented to a judge. I believe a judge could immediately sign an arrest warrant for those who provided alcohol to underage individuals. There's a lot of people and a lot of potential crimes, some misdemeanors and felonies that people could be held accountable for.
But that's all. I might stop it right there. But because all he was doing was saying his stuff now after that. And then he was saying like I might have been born tonight, but I wasn't born last night and all this type of stuff. Yes, get them for the little charges. That's the same way I'm thinking. Get them for the little charges first. Get them for the underage drinking. Get them for theft of the phone. Get them for the things. Yeah, that might get you 5 years, but for them 5 years, you're gonna be shook down, honey, thinking you won't have a way out, and you're not gonna have a way out. Um, but I think all three of them boys that was in the picture should be arrested. I don't know if that's the only three boys that he went to that island with, but so now let me get with my theory, or I don't even know if it's my theory. It's more so the ancestors' facts. See, I don't know if many people know what I do on this channel, but I get facts to cases, and then I use supernatural means to get more information when it seems like it's at a standstill or somebody's not doing their job or whatever, like what these people in Mississippi are doing. I don't know why nobody has been arrested. No houses haven't. They should have searched. That's what I meant to say earlier when I was like, "Ooh, I forgot what I was going to say." What I was going to say is, um, the boy Mike's house. I don't know if that's the one that had the car keys or that's the one that had the phone. But whoever lied to them, and then the girl said no. He said it's right there on Mike's television or dresser or behind the television behind something she said, and that's when the parents was about to go just rush in there. But all of a sudden now he finds the keys, and that's only because it was somebody that knows him was on the phone saying where the keys was at. So that place should have been searched. Mike's house should have been searched. The boat should have been searched and taken upon the investigation. Also, um, the three friends' houses should have been searched because they just having a good old time at breakfast. Like they ain't. I can't tell that's their friend. But friends like that, who needs damn enemies? Excuse me for a second. My bad. I had to give me some water. So, um, also, I was looking at everything the parents had to say. Um, but they if they doesn't know, well, I don't know if they would ever even hear me, but hopefully Ben Crump got the up to par lawyers to advise him on how to get justice because I don't think Ben will just come off the top of his head and know to tell him that. I really don't. So anyway, um, but they need to get digital vehicle forensics on their son's car, and that's when they tap into every computer that works on the car to tell them the last movements, what day, what time, um, and any information like if the trunk was open, how long the trunk was open, where was it open at, where was the location of when it was open. Like you'll be surprised how much information you can find with digital vehicle forensics. Then also he need to get digital forensics analysis on the phone, on anything that was electronic or computerized that Nolan had with him, like the phone, if he had a tablet with him or if he had a laptop. I don't think he did at an island, but I know he had that phone. So they should get all that and take that in consideration. All the lies that they've been told is a bunch of lies because Nolan they need to stay behind. Ooh, well, I want to ask something because of what I heard. I don't know what just fell over here. Might have been my phone. So I wanted to ask something because of what I heard. Because something, let me see. Damn. When that fell, it took me off my mind. So let me see. It has something to do with um dang. I was just talking about it, whatever it was. Wait a minute. Let me go back to what I was saying. What was I saying about the searching of the boat? Something. Oh yeah, that boat needed to be searched too. But damn, it slipped my mind. I hope it come back to me before I end this live. You know what I was about to say? Yeah. The ancestors know what I was about to say, but I don't remember what the hell I was talking about. So, um, it's on the tip of my brain. Wait a minute. Something about, okay, this is what I want to know. What did those people leave Nolan in the water and took his phone? No. So they all went back to shore. Yes. Okay. Okay. So I wanted to find that out. Now we know that they because I was thinking they left him like somebody pushed him in the water and left him in the water, and then they took the boat and the phone. But no, they said no. They all went back to shore. So another thing I wanted to share with y'all, because I might start asking different questions right now on this live. But one other thing I wanted to share with y'all, I was watching this guy named Smoke News or something. So he was reading his comments that was in the chat. And one of them said, this sounds like some old fraternity, uh, something frat house shit or something like that. Now, another thing that's not that widely publicized, Nolan just became a member of this college. He got a scholarship, a football scholarship. Was it football? Yeah, a football scholarship for some place in Mississippi. I don't know if it was University of Mississippi, Ole Miss, what? Was it Ole Miss? No. Was it University of Mississippi? Yeah. So it was University of Mississippi. He just got a football scholarship. He just got it in February. So when they said, so when the person said it was some type of frat house in the comments, every time I'm watching something, I'll have the ancestors right with me so that if anything they need me to pick up on, they will start sounding the alarm to let me know, like, yes, that is a yes. So when they said that, I said, was it? Matter of fact, I didn't even ask. I just had it up so they can answer. And they were saying, yes, yes, yes. I said, yes, 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 to what? To that it was a frat house fraternity type of hazing or initiation thing, and they said yes. So these, I don't know exactly what happened, but is some type of something. Is it connected to the fact that he got drafted to the University of? Right, it's connected to the fact that he got drafted to I mean not drafted, signed to University of Mississippi. And this happened in February. So a lot of his college friends might have been on them boats and over there on the island. And it was some type of something that, did it go wrong? No, no. Oh, they meant to murder him. Yes. Oh, these hating motherfuckers. Y'all heard that? They said they meant to take his life. So he wasn't left in the water. I already know that when the autopsy come back, it ain't gonna be no water in his fucking lungs. I know that. Cause he didn't even look like, they're saying, oh, they couldn't recognize his body or something. I don't know what the hell they talk about, but I don't think he was in that water that long, because I don't think he was ever in the water. He was an average, he was a stellar swimmer. He was a stellar athlete of all sorts. So even if somebody pushed him in the phone and left, I mean, pushed him in the water and left his and took his phone, he would have been able to make it back to shore. Now, I did ask in that way because I thought that's what happened. I thought somebody pushed him in the water and then he still made it back to shore because he's a great swimmer. But no, they said he never was pushed in the water, and that all. I'm about to ask some more questions because this is sparking my mind to ask more questions. So, how many people was on that boat with Nolan when he came off of the shore? I mean, when he came off of water, when they got back to shore, how many people was on that boat? One, two, three, four. So that's Nolan and them three boys in the picture. Yup. That's why I put they motherfucking pictures up front and center. We gonna know who y'all are. This is all of them and all of their names. Look, they need to be known who they are. I don't give a damn. There's another boy that I couldn't fit up there to be a part of the picture. It's another boy. Let me see if I can find his name. But that's all right. I'll probably put it in the description box just to let y'all know what's his name. Matter of fact, let me look and see if I can see it now. Because I might be able to see it on this. Let me see. On my live thing, it might tell me. Hold up. Oh no, I can't see it on here. I gotta wait till I get off. But I might do another live about him. I'm just not trying to be a part of the every day. Let's exploit this boy. Like, no. But what I do love, they one thing I know for sure, they not letting this shit slide. Nobody, all nationalities, all different colors. I didn't even know that Nolan was half Asian until I see his mama in the picture, and he looked exactly like his mama, except browner, because his daddy is dark skin, so he got that brown tint from his daddy. But he looked just like his mama in the face. Yo, but we gonna get to the bottom of this. I just don't want to be reporting on it every day. I just don't want to be a part of that. I'm not looking for clicks and views to just um keep talking about the same stuff over and over every day. But what I love about this, they are not gonna let this shit die. They not excusing this shit, and they're not going for it. This younger generation is on top of this shit. All different nationalities of them, they on this shit. They ain't gonna get away with this shit. I hope that they shake the fucking tree so bad that they begin motherfuckers disbarred as judges, as investigators, as sheriffs. Cause if it's in the South, them motherfuckers got sheriffs. That's one thing for certain. Um, I don't even like hearing sheriffs because it make me think of like um racist things. It makes me think of that. Forgive me for that word. I didn't mean to say it. Let me say it like this. It makes me think of racist things. Okay. So, um, but yeah. So let me continue asking. Okay. So it's the four boys that I got on the picture. Yup, that's who you came. Well, three out of the four boys on the picture you came back to shore with. So, and when you say shore, you mean shore on that island, right? Yes. Okay. Okay. So let me get a little bit more into this. So after y'all came to shore, was y'all planning on going straight home from there? No. Did y'all go out anywhere? No. Oh, so what it was supposed to be like a island slash camping trip or some shit? Yeah. Oh wow. So it was supposed to be an island slash camping trip or some shit. So let me ask this: when they left Nolan at the um Venus, though he made it back from shore, when they left Nolan, was Nolan alive? No. So y'all heard it. They meant to take Nolan out. This was not just murder. This was a premeditated one. It was a lure. Did something happen on that boat? So before y'all ever went out to this island, it was a plan to take him out? No. Something happened on the boat that made them all three plot to take you out. And which was what? When they let me ask this: when they took Nolan's phone, was that plan in place to take Nolan out of here already? No. So is that why they got mad and tried to take Nolan out? Because he whooped somebody's ass for taking his phone? Yeah. Which one got their ass whooped for taking his phone? The skinny one? No. Wyatt? Warren? Ooh. Y'all heard that? Nolan had to whoop Warren's ass because he took his fucking phone and was acting like he wasn't going to give it back. I don't give a fuck what type of prank you was playing, and Nolan got pissed and whooped his ass. So that's when they all three got together and decided to try to take Nolan out of here. But it still means it's premeditated because from the time y'all was on the boats in the middle of the water to the time you got to shore, y'all planned on doing something to him. Let's see what that was. I'm so nosy. Okay. But yeah, so from the time that they planned on doing something on the shores to going from the water to the shore, they was plotting on Nolan's life because they mad because Nolan whooped his ass because he played too much. You wouldn't like it if somebody took your fucking phone and wouldn't give it back. Let me ask something. Let me ask that. Why did Warren is the person that took the phone. Warren took the fucking phone, y'all. So why did Warren take the phone? Was he trying to go in his private shit to like find, I guess, sexually suggestive shit or something? No. Why did it have anything to do with a girl? No. Why did he take Nolan's phone? Just to be a jackass? No. If something was in that phone that Warren didn't want to get out there? No. It was something in that phone that Warren wanted to know. So let me ask this. The chick that was in Nolan's face, let's get to that shit. Do it got anything to do with her? No. Okay. Do that got anything to do with why Warren took the phone? No. Okay, that's just do it? No. Okay, so now we know that that's bullshit. They just threw Katie's name in there to just try to make it like she's the reason, which she was not the reason. Okay, give me a second. Let me try to adjust myself real quick. Okay. So, trying to think about this when it comes to okay. I'm trying to figure out why Warren took the phone. Because there's a reason. Was he trying to expose Nolan? Was he trying to expose Nolan for something? No. So it had nothing to do with no sexually suggestive stuff. No. Well, what the hell would he want his phone for? Why was it so important to Warren to take the phone? Because he really meant to take that phone, right? Why? He was worried about something that could embarrass him? No. Was it something that could get him in trouble? No. So it ain't had shit to do with like Warren's girl or something? Nope. Can I guess why he took the phone? Yeah. And it wasn't just to be an ass. Nope. It was because of something that was in there. But okay. It's because of something that was in the phone. Why? Warren wanted to destroy something that was in that phone? Yes. Which was what? Was Warren gay? No. Okay, just making sure. Um, no. Am I getting closer? Yes. Hmm. Was Warren saying some racist shit to Nolan and texts and messages and shit? Yes. Did Nolan know that that was Warren? Yeah. Oh, so now that I know that they already, when they first got on this boat, they already was on bad terms with each other. So you sure this wasn't no plot before they ever got to Island? Was it a plot before they got to Island? Nope, nope. Because the other two friends didn't know about what happened between Nolan and nope. Okay. So, and what was about to take place that Warren was going to, Nolan was going to expose on Warren, right? Yup, for being an RACIST. Did he tell Warren that? No. But Warren was worried about it because that could jeopardize his shit. Do Warren play football and shit too? Yeah. Because they have a moral clause in those contracts. And if you violate the moral clause, you can be fired at any time. You can be sent on your fucking way packing. That's what he was worried about? Yeah. Was Nolan going to release it? No. He was going to deal with him one on one, just like he did. He whooped that ass. Mm. So the plot thickens, y'all. So now we know what it's all about. It's about what was on that phone, but that's why you can still find out what was on that phone. That motherfucker think he erased the messages. No. First of all, with any um internet or phone provider, that shit stays out in the atmosphere. And it was text, wasn't it? Yes. That shit stays out in the atmosphere. Um, was it on text? Yup. So that shit stays out in the atmosphere. You couldn't erase that if you tried. If somebody pays you to erase that shit, it erase it off the phone you're erasing it off of, but that shit is out there forever. And it's going to come to light too. And I hope by some way, somehow, by the grace of God, that them parents, that Nolan's parents, find my shit. Because they could do a forensic analysis, a digital forensic analysis on everything that is uh computer or internet affiliated, so you can find out what exactly was taking place. And you might need to go before July 3rd. Because as I'm hearing it now from the ancestors, they was on bad terms before they stepped on that boat. They might not even been speaking. Because hold on, let me break it down. You know how these motherfucking clear people be. You know how they be. You know they be actually like when they get with their other little not clear friends. When they get with their other little friends, they start acting brand new because they don't want to be left out of the circle. So if the people he was hanging with at this time was RACIST with an S on the end, then he just said whatever. But he might have already been this because see, I don't trust nothing about Mississippi. I really believe that Nolan's parents shouldn't have had them kids in Mississippi. I know that Nolan's father done seen some shit in his lifetime. And I know he knows at least half of what Mississippi is capable of. And I know he have knowledge of the shit that used to happen when he was a kid that he heard about. That shit is crazy. Hold on for a second, y'all. But I'm not trying to blame the parents. I'm just saying, I have said this more than one time. I believe that every child that is black should be, and even though he's a grown man now, technically, every child that is black or seen that would be considered as black needs to be schooled on these southern places because they are highly racist. And some real crazy stuff, forgive me for saying that word, and some real crazy stuff has happened. Um, at the hands of these RACISTSs. And they train their children to be like that. And it just goes on, passing from generation to generation. I mean, I really believe it's going to take about 8 generations to get this shit out the way. And that's going to be like 160 years. I don't think it's going to be solved with just like the next 2 generations or something because the poison is still here. So, but yeah. So I feel like kids should be better equipped with knowledge or better informed or enlightened on the history of those southern states and why it's not safe for them to be out there. Like I just I just don't think it was wise. Like the same thing with Carmelo Anthony. I don't think it was wise to raise your child in such a RACIS place, ST place with Carmelo Anthony in Texas. I already knew they was gonna nail that motherfucker from Texas. Excuse me for saying that. I don't mean to say motherfucker. Excuse me. Forgive me. I knew they was gonna nail that child because he lives in Texas. It didn't matter what was the circumstances of the case. And hopefully they do get a new trial, and hopefully they do get a new judge, because I truly believe that. Well, I was told by the ancestors that they do know this judge and a DA and shit like that. Like that's how it is in these small towns. Also, I feel like Nolan should have been thoroughly, and his brother. I think it's twins. He got twins and a brother, right? Is the twins girls? Twins. Any twins is boys? Oh, damn, he got all boys. Yup, they was put here to protect her. But hold on for a second. I gotta get a drink of water. Excuse me. Just trying to get myself together. So, what was I saying about? Oh, but I said I wish that every parent of a child that's black or looks to be black should be well versed on the history of the RACISM of their state. I would never suggest that any parents raise kids or anything in any of them southern states, or especially the ones at the bottom. All of them is RACIST. And I'm not just making this shit up. You can feel that shit in the air. When you ain't from a place like there, when you get off that bus or train or flight or whatever, you can feel the oppression in the air. I ain't even making that shit up. And it ain't just me because I'm like an empath and shit. And it ain't just me because I'm also clairsentient. It ain't just me. Before I was in touch with any of those powers, I believe that there is a feeling of oppression when you go to them southern states. So I feel like, and I feel like the mothers and fathers of today's children and stuff like that, they're accustomed to that shit. So They don't think nothing of that shit. But I don't think that's cool. I don't think that's cool at all because um you should not train your child to be accustomed to have to be accustomed or bow down to somebody of a different race just because that's the way it is down there. No, move them the fuck away from there. They don't need to be there. I don't like none of this shit. And hats off to Al Sharpton. At least he ain't out there trying to take no money from nobody. He out there to be a voice piece, but he ain't out there to try to get paid for the people, is he? Nope. And that's how you're supposed to show up. Just because you know it's the right thing to do. Excuse my voice. I'm like losing my voice today. So anyway, so but anything else I had asked? So all right, so let me put together. There's more stuff y'all want me to ask? Yes. Okay. And what does it pertain to? It don't pertain to the phone. No. Okay. So what happened after y'all got to shore? Did Warren and Nolan fight again? No. Did Nolan fight any of the other two boys? No. So did all three of them collectively do something to take Nolan's life? Yes. Did they jump him? No. Will the autopsy show some type of wound or something? Yes. Did they stick him with something? Did they um did one of them have a pistol or something? Yes. Oh, y'all, it's gonna get real juicy. Thank God that Nolan parents was right away on the situation where they wanted to get their own independent. Matter of fact, they got their own independent autopsy. I think they get theirs first. Cause it ain't no place you could trust the fucking cops. Cause they've been doing a lousy job so far. And this ain't even 8 days after. Now it's like 8 days after. Uh-uh. So yes, they're gonna find out that he was pew. Was it just once? Yes. Where? No. In his head. Yes. It's not seeable to like it wasn't in the front or something. It's not seeable, is it? No. But if you're doing autopsy, you're supposed to be looking at everything, and it's going to be found. It's going to be found, right? Yup. Is it going to be found by the independent autopsy? Is it going to be found by the other one? No, they're going to try to say he drowned with the dumb shit. Ooh, thank God they was on top of that. So you can find out the truth. Now, who had that? Who had, I don't know if I can say pistol, can I? Yeah. Who had the pistol? Um, was it Warren? No. Wyatt? Yes. So Warren and Wyatt was best friends before they met Nolan. Oh. And that's all I kept saying in the beginning. Like, with friends like that, who needs motherfucking enemies? So, yes. Okay. Is there anything else you want me to ask? Yes. It's more to be asked. Yes. So, there's something happened in between the brandishing and using of the pistol and from when they got back to shore. Yes. Did Warren take the pistol from Wyatt? No. Wyatt gave it to him. So that's already two people that should be held for murder. Ain't nobody playing. For first degree. And why the fuck did you have that on you? That make it seem like you came there to do something to that boy. So, that young man, that's crazy. So we got found out a lot of information. So, okay, is there anything else I need to know? Yeah. Okay, so all right, so we found out that okay, so what was it? Some type of another confrontation that took place between the shore, them making it back to shore, and the brandishing of the pistol or the using of the pistol? No. So what? They left Nolan? No. I'm trying to figure out what can I guess it? Yeah. Okay. So did Nolan have an argument with somebody? No. He whooped Warren ass, and that was that. Okay. And so what in the world could it be? I can't hold up. I need to think this out. I need to put on my thinking cap. Hold on, let me sit up on this shit. Yo. All right. So what do I need to know? Let me see. Okay. What in the world could be? Let me scoop back. My bad. Okay. So I can't think. Okay, I'm trying to think. All right, did something happen right when they made it back on shore? No. So y'all went camping. Y'all still was gonna go through with the camping trip? Yes. And so did anybody have tents? Yeah. Who had tents? Did Nolan have one? Yeah. Nolan had one. Everybody had individual tents? No. So Nolan and the other guys shared one, and Warren and Wyatt shared one? Yes. Okay. So did something happen in the middle of the night? No. Did y'all ever get the tent set up? Yeah. So y'all made it to the nighttime. Did y'all make it to the next morning? No. Because why? What happened that made y'all not make it to the next morning? Did Warren try to come in and sneak you? No. He came in like a bitch in the middle of the night and did that, right? No. No. Was it done that evening? Yeah. Did y'all have make yourself a fire or something? Yeah. And what did y'all eat? Did y'all have food with y'all? Yeah. So did y'all need to make a fire? No. Did Nolan make the fire? No. Did the person Nolan was sleeping with make the fire? No. Warren made a fire? Wyatt made a fire. And what was the fire supposed to be for? To get rid of something? No. Just to like roast marshmallows or some shit? Yeah. Okay. So what happened with the I'm trying to figure out how I'm okay. So something happened when y'all was at the fire? Yes. Did somebody try to push you in or something? No. Did y'all start telling stories and shit? Did any of y'all get into an argument? I wonder. Oh, I'm gonna figure it out while we on this joint, y'all. Oh, my bad. I ain't mean to do that. I'm gonna fuck up my damn tablet. Hold on, I'm trying to fix my stuff so that it won't pick up my air. Okay, so what was I asking about? Um, okay, I just got something. Something happened at the fire, and was y'all telling stories at the fire? No. Did Warren ever? Let me ask this: did Warren ever give you your phone back on the boat? No. So even if you whooped his ass, he didn't give you the phone back? No. Did Nolan whoop his ass? Yeah. Did he give him the phone back when he got to shore? No. That's why they were still alive. Mm. So what, they was trying to get the password out of you? Mm-mm. You got a facial recognition thing? Mm-hmm. Damn. So, okay. All right. So, did it have to do with the phone? Is that what happened at the fire thing? Yes. And the Warren try to play the phone on the fire zone? No, no. Did he try to destroy Nolan's phone? No. Am I on the right track or something? Mhm. Did he? I don't want to get nobody no bad ideas. Did he do the erasing of the shit then? Yes. He erased the shit then. Did y'all make up or anything? When y'all did the fire? Mm-mm. Did y'all ever make up prior to getting back? Well, at shore or wherever y'all was camping at? Nope. Y'all ain't never make up? Nope. Okay. Did he delete the shit in front of Nolan's face? No. Oh, so that was after Nolan was not alive. Hmm. I ain't gonna say too much, but I feel like he did the same thing that this dude named I believe it was Roger did to, is that his name, Roger? The dude who I think it was when it comes to Daniel Robinson? Yup. His name Roger, right? Yup. Yup. I think it's the same thing that Roger did, but it doesn't matter if you do that because these have a host. It's just like with the vampire movies or anything. If it has a host, you can't erase it. You can erase all you want to erase off the phone, but it still has a host that is holding all the information. Just like a computer has a hard drive that is still holding all the information. Yep. So that's crazy. Okay. Was Warren threatening Nolan? No. So Warren was saying a lot of okay. So I try to put it all together right now. No, no. I need to figure out more stuff. Yes. Okay. So what happened? Okay. So something that I need to figure out that happened at the fire? No. At when y'all was camping? Was it nighttime y'all was camping? Yeah. Y'all was camping at night. So what happened? Um, did Warren try to sneak in the and Nolan and the other guy's tent? Yeah. But why? To hurt Nolan? No. Did Nolan get his phone back? No. So why the hell did Warren try to sneak in there if he wasn't playing? Was he trying to hurt Nolan? No. What the hell would have him sneaking in there? Did Nolan have another electronic on him at the place? No. What the hell was wrong with him? Is this part important that he tried to? Yeah. So shout out to my angel numbers. It's 111 on my thing. Shout out to the angel. Shout out to my guys. So yeah. Shout out to the guys. But yeah. So I'm trying to figure out why. That's a big part of it, right? That Warren tried to sneak in the room. I mean, in the camp in your tent. So it was just two tents. Yeah. He tried. So Warren tried to sneak in Nolan's tent. Yes. Why? That's my question. Hold up. Because was he trying to take the other boy phone? No. Did it have anything to do with the other boy? No. So why did he try to sneak in there? If he didn't try to sneak in there to hurt Nolan, he didn't. Was he trying to say he's sorry or something? Was he trying to smooth it out? No. Was he trying to prank Nolan? No. Was he trying to haze Nolan? No. I still ain't figured out why they said it was like some fraternity shit. Cause see, that's what first sparked my curiosity because they were telling me it's like some Fred Boy, Fred House type of stuff that happened. And the ancestors say yes. So it's some truth to that. Okay. Do the hazing or whatever got to do with happening in sin? No. Was one successful at sneaking in the Nolan and the guy's tent? No, because Nolan was up. So what happened? Nolan told me get the fuck out of here. Yeah. Where he asked him where's his fucking phone? What did Nolan say? I mean Warren say. He wouldn't say nothing. He hid it from you? Yeah. Was the phone still on the boat? No, but he hid it from your sight where you didn't know where it was at. Right. So when y'all got into the fight, it wasn't that Nolan had the phone in his hand. I mean, Warren had the phone in his hand. No. Okay. So why would he be trying to sneak into their tent? He thought y'all was asleep when he tried to sneak in there. Yeah. Y'all sure he wasn't trying to hurt no one? No. Was he trying to injure no one or something like that? No. What the hell? Was he? He was trying to injure no one. Was Warren jealous that Nolan had a football scholarship and was trying to? You hear that, right? That's the ancestors going on. And this was just really about. He was jealous because Nolan had a football scholarship. Did Warren have one? No. Did Warren play football? Yeah. Oh, he was jealous because as melanated beings, we are just far more superior when it comes to things like coordination, sports, spirituality, all types of shit. And they got to do with our melanin, but I don't want to get into that. That's a whole nother conversation. But he was jealous of that because he got a free ride. He got signed to a deal with a college. Oh, so the RACIST things that he said was because he was mad that Nolan got signed to a college deal and he didn't. Right? So he was trying to injure Nolan when Nolan was supposed to be asleep because he wanted to ruin his chances at staying at a college football. And that's exactly what he did too. That's what it's really over. Yes. Do I need to guess anything else? No, that was the thing. Mm. Okay, so I'm put it all together. Because I remember saying something at the beginning of this piece about his or after the judge spoke. So this is what it really was over. Not just regular old jealousy. It was jealousy because Nolan was singled out and picked in the best way possible for a football scholarship and was signed to University of Mississippi. And Warren was not good enough to even be signed to anything. But he still could have got on the team. I don't know what you mad at him for. He still could have got on the team. But just okay, so now I got it. This is the whole story. Let's start with the fact that Nolan was jealous because I mean not Nolan. Warren was jealous because Nolan was signed to a Division 1. Was is it a Division 1 college? Yes, a Division 1 college for a football scholarship. And did I ask you this? Was the RACIST things he was saying was a result of him having like a fucking temper tantrum or something about finding out that Nolan was picked? Yes. So the it was RACIST things that was oh, so Warren wasn't even signed to no football deal with nobody. Nobody wanted him. He stunk it up that bad. He mad. He mad because he stinks as a player. So anyway, okay, I'm starting to understand. So this is what happened. It's all over the jealousy. He was mad because Nolan got signed to a deal. He didn't. If he wanted to be in the NFL, his dreams of being in the NFL, he would have had to go the long way, which means he has to go to college and then try to make the team. That's all he had to do, though. You ain't got to take out nobody that you used to call your best friend. You a hater. His true RACIST feelings oozed out when he found out that Nolan was signed to a fucking deal. Mm. So, mm. So when he came in there, did he try to do something to injure him then? No, because Nolan was up. Nolan don't trust that bitch ass boy. So, okay. So, yeah, everything happened because Warren was jealous. Was Wyatt jealous? No. Wyatt don't do Wyatt play football? No. Do it? No. Wyatt could care less. Wyatt was not jealous. It was Nolan's ass. I mean, not Nolan. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Forgive me. It was Warren's ass that was jealous. So, um, he was mad. Okay, and behind that, he tried to. So why did he try to take back the phone? Because what he thought, did Nolan threaten to tell somebody about what he was saying? No, but he took the phone because it was racist. Ooh, RACIST things on there, right? But why was he so scared about that getting out? Because what? Because was he scared about it getting out? Yeah. Do he mess with a black girl? No. Um, he thought it was gonna hurt his chances at getting signed to a football or whatever, or becoming in the NFL or whatever. But that's the stupidest shit I ever heard for you to be like, if he was gonna say something, he would have been said something in February, because you probably found out in February, and that's when you said the stupid shit. Right. Okay, so okay. So this is what we got now. And I remember I told y'all this is what we do here. We fill in the blanks. Okay. Everything is because, so it was premeditated, at least attempted MURDER, or trying to add bodily injury to him, assault and battery type to Nolan at the very least. But it also was premeditated because he asked that boy for his gas. Then the fact that Wyatt gave up the gas makes him an accessory, and in most states, that will put him on trial for MURDER as well. And if one get convicted, both going to get convicted. Will they be convicted? Yes. Y'all heard it here first. They will be convicted. So what? How it all really started? Where so Nolan and Warren wasn't really effing with each other like that. Nolan did not go tell nobody what he did, but he was not effing with him like that. Soon as Nolan shared the good news that, or soon as Warren seen Nolan after he heard the good news for Nolan, was it that? Did Nolan tell Warren, or Warren was watching TV and seen it? Warren seen it on TV, and that's when he switched up on you. So it made Warren switch up on him because he was jealous. It made Warren he was so desperate to make Nolan fail that he was gonna try to sneak in and sit and injure Nolan I guess at nighttime, but Nolan was up. He wasn't going to sleep with this crazy motherfucker that took his phone and trying to hide this, trying to hide that. And everything he did is because he thought it was going to jeopardize his dreams of being in the NFL. Well, honey, prison is going to really jeopardize your dreams of being in the NFL. But you might be hiking. You might be hiking for some balls. It ain't going to be the balls you expected, honey. I'm just saying. So, so, okay. So all of this was all because of that, because he's jealous and mad. And you know what's crazy? Somebody did say that. I don't remember who said that, because I watched so many people about Nolan. It could have been Don Lemon, but I don't think it was Don Lemon. I think it was a man, but I just don't remember what man it was. It's like because of jealousy. It could have been Don though. Was it? No, it wasn't Don. I forgot who it was. But anyway, so all started because he's jealous because Nolan just got uh signed, and then this is a new day and age where you can really make good money as a college player. You can make franchise type of money as a college player because everybody else making money off of them. So now they rule that they can make money. Excuse me for a second. Um, so that's what it was all for. Did Nolan understand that that's what it was all for? No, he knew then or he knows now. He knows now. But did he know when he was out there with them when he had to fuck Warren up? Did he know that's what it was all about? No, he didn't understand that. So Nolan with us now? Yes. Welcome, baby. I'm so sorry under these circumstances. I'm so glad. You did the right thing by staying kind of away from all the chitter chatter, but baby, you done set the world on fire. They ain't gonna let this shit slide, Nolan. They ain't no motherfuckers from Mississippi gonna be able to slide this shit past nobody. Motherfuckers gonna go down. That white judge that's somebody's mama, she going to fuck down, or somebody's stepmother or whatever, she's going to fuck down. They try to scrub and delete their social media pages, but like I said, everything that's put on the internet or anything that's an internet affiliated or computerized affiliated, it can be retrieved. I don't know what the fuck they was thinking, and especially with a warrant from the police. Snapchat might not be able to be pulled back up, but if he sent it to somebody, they got it. All they gotta do is save it under something else, video record it, whatever, and send it and save it there. Um, but yes, so now we know, baby, they lighten up the lighten up the world, honey, and they not letting us go. Mom and dad is on the case. Mom tracked you down with 360. Dad was about to run up in that motherfucking house when you try to lie to him. And one of your friends, I think it's your best friend, they were ready to run up in his motherfucking house. And the dad was saying he was there to try to keep things calm because it was more than one friend, but your best friend was ready to run up on them motherfuckers, bring the ruckus to all them nut ass motherfuckers. Yes. So yes. And so that's what happened. Okay. And then let me just finish summarizing it. So it was all because Warren was jealous that Nolan um made it to a Division I school and signed a deal. He was going to be making loads of money. I wish God would have like intercepted that bullshit because he was going to make so much money. And now he's like one of the first generations to reap the benefits of this. He's gonna make millions in college. There's gonna be people trying to sign him to endorsements and shit. So anyway, so it was all because he was jealous. It was all because Warren couldn't play. He stinks as a player. He took Nolan phone because he had incriminating RACIST stuff in there, prejudicial things that could negatively affect him to be able to be signed to a college because they have to sign a morality clause as well. Also, um, so when he took the phone and they said that was Nolan's voice that said that, yes, that was Nolan's voice that said, "Give me back my fucking phone." Um, and what is wrong with you or something like that. And then that made him have to whoop Warren's ass on the boat. Was that the conversation they were talking about? No, this is later. So that made him have to whoop Warren's ass on the boat. And but Warren still didn't give up the phone. He hid it before Nolan fucked him up. I don't even know if Nolan seen that he took his phone. He probably said, "Where is my phone? Who took my phone?" And everybody said, "Warren did." Is that what happened, boo? Yup. So he didn't see the phone unless he could have took it back from him. He could have strong armed him and took it back. But he didn't know what he did with the phone. Um, so that's what happened. He got his ass whooped. Nolan had to whoop his ass because he stole his phone. They did make it back to shore safe and sound. Nobody was left in the water. They all made it back to shore safe and sound. They was going to make this like a overnight camping. So it was going to be like an island slash overnight camping trip and shit. But Nolan really wasn't fucking with Warren because of the RACIST things he said already. So they was kind of at odds, and that's why his bitch ass tried to steal his phone because he's not man enough to ask him. He should have just said, "Can you delete those things? I'm scared of." That's all he had to say. But I don't know if Nolan would have. It don't matter whether he would or not. That's the way you handle shit, idiot. So, um, anything else I'm leaving out? Nope. And that, oh yes, I am. And that, so how did that happen? How did Nolan get hit with the gas? Did Nolan finally fall asleep? No. When he snuck in there to and try to injure Nolan, is that when it happened? Yeah. Was the other friend in the tent with you? Yes. So yeah, all three of these boys need to be arrested for MURDER 1. The third one that was in there with Nolan might be able to get MURDER 2, maybe, but he should be charged with it too. Cause you ain't say nothing, y'all all out to breakfast the next day like it's all good over his life. There's a special place in hell waiting for them when all your torture gonna be said and done. And like I said before, one was so thirsty for a ball contract, you ain't gonna get no ball contract. You ain't get no football contract, but you gonna be hiking some balls. Ain't gonna be the balls respected. Uh-huh. And I'm gonna laugh the whole way as I hear the hard time you're having in prison. Period. Did I say Nolan? I didn't say Nolan, did I? If I said Nolan, I ain't mean Nolan. I meant Warren. Warren's gonna have a hard time and a hard life. All this because you jealous. So anyway, did I leave anything out? Nope. Okay. Did I? Nope. Okay. So thank you guys for whoever pulled up. I appreciate your presence. It doesn't matter for how long. But I hope y'all watch this video all the way through because it's very informative. And I done found out everything. And it had nothing to do with Katie. Why they dragged her name in it, I don't know. But it had nothing to do with her, did it? No. Was anybody that was Nolan's so-called friend messing with Katie? No. Nope. Nope. So, yup. And what's so crazy, if his stupid, jealous ass wouldn't have been having a whole temper tantrum as a grown adult, you got to be like around 18 now. Your motherfucking ass need to learn how to control yourself. And if he wouldn't have had such a temper tantrum, Nolan probably would have like dished him out money. Like, yo, Nolan looked at this boy as one of his best friends. But he could not maintain his composure when he found out Nolan made it to the Division I school and signed contract with the college. So now he's gonna have endorsement deals coming his way too. It was all done because of jealousy and hate. Um, he also snuck into the tent at night trying to injure Nolan, and Nolan was up, so he couldn't do that. And that's when he off Nolan with a gap. And the wound can be found. Where can it be found? In the back of his head? Or is it like side to side or something? Is that how it is? Side to side? No. It's back. Okay. Somewhere in the back of his head, the wound can be found, and the independent autopsy is going to find it. We ain't gotta wait on no prejudice ass Mississippi full of shit. Don't want to see no justice for no black people. Um, we ain't gotta wait on them. The parents was very smart. They got involved early, and they got the independent autopsy early. And nobody got time for y'all with y'all dragging feet asses. And I hope heads will roll in the state of Mississippi, whether it be on the judge thing, whether it be on the cops, whoever is dragging their feet and trying to turn a blind eye to what happened, and y'all just try to chalk it up to drowning. The boy, I bet you they ain't gonna find no fucking water in his lungs. Neither autopsy. No water in his lungs. I knew that before I just found out the whole truth. So, um, was that everything that was the? That's not everything. Was the behind the head? Was that his fatal wound? No. Did somebody stick him with something? No. Did somebody poison him? No. Did somebody strangle him? Yes. After the gap? Yes. Wow. Because what? Y'all was fighting over the gap? Yeah. When the gap, so was the gap the last wound or was the no? If y'all was fighting over the gap, Nolan had not been hit yet. No, they was fighting over that. And so, okay. And what happened? Did the motherfucker in the tent with you take Warren's side and they both jumped you? No. Warren, did he hit Nolan with the guy? Yeah. Try to get the upper hand in the fight. Did he hit him with the gat by the trigger? No. Okay. So he tried to pistol whip him. Yes. Okay. And that's how he got the upper hand in the fight. I guess he can't beat Nolan regularly. And so, Did that what made Nolan be passed out? No, but real badly injured. Was he coherent? Thank God he wasn't coherent. I'm so sorry, baby. But they gonna get justice for you, baby. These motherfuckers ain't going free. I know they might be trying to scramble and try to be free now. They try to delete their whole social media. They ain't gonna be able to delete that. But just letting you know, they ain't getting away with this, baby. Hold on for 1 second. Then I'm gonna just move my sign out. So we got all the facts, and that made him. So Nolan had beat Warren's ass on the boat, and he couldn't beat him naturally, like one on one throwing hands like men do. And so he had to come with a weapon and then try to do stuff with a gat or whatever, and then try to. He was going to try to injure Nolan. He thought Nolan was going to be asleep in the tent, but Nolan was not asleep, and that made them. He was going to try to hit him with the gat by the trigger, I guess, on one of his legs or something to try to end up. That's how jealous he was of him getting this college contract. And he thought, I don't know what the hell he was thinking. What I can tell about that boy is he was a person that let his anger lead him. And this anger is going to bury him alive. Watch this. That motherfucker's going to die in jail. And it's going to be the reason why you can't get no peace in jail. Because they're going to come after you. You better hope your white boys can protect you in jail. Because them boys, them black guys, they don't come after your ass. And so that's everything. I don't think I left nothing out. Um, is that everything? Yup. Okay, so that's it. That's all, y'all. Thank you for the people that pulled up. I appreciate your presence. It was so truly appreciated. It doesn't matter how long or how short. Thank you for being here. If you would like to contribute to the channel, the Cash App is scrolling across the bottom. Every bit of money, no matter how big or small, is appreciated. Thank you so much in advance. Um, Also, if you wish to contact me for any reason to provide some proof, provide some facts, or to provide uh any, if you just want to talk to me, if you wanted to book a reading with me, I do all types of readings. I don't really want to go down the line right now because this is all about Nolan. But I do all types of reading. I don't just do it through the rods, even though this is the most effective way to get the reading. But most people don't like that. They want the cards and stuff. So I do oracle card readings and stuff like that too. Or I'll do both of them at the same time to really try to get it exact to what is supposed to be said. Um, but it's very affordable. If anybody is interested in reading, hit me up on my email. My email is listed in the description box. And like I said before, thank you everybody for coming. I love you so much. Mwah. Your presence was appreciated. All right, guys.